A beautiful woman stormed into the classroom holding a submachine gun. She immediately opened fire on the teacher. When the firepower wasn't enough, she switched to a Gatling gun. Gunshots echoed through the hallway. Cannon fire filled the air. The students were completely stunned. However, not long after, the beauty slunk out of the classroom, and was even dressed in new clothes by the teacher. And the teacher they had to deal with was this egg-shaped guy who looked like an emoji, despite his simple appearance. 3 months ago he actually blew a hole in the moon, and threatened to destroy Earth in a year, being too invincible to find any opponents. He applied to the principal to become the teacher of Class 1, Grade 3, the gathering place for underachievers. If someone could kill him within a year, he would give up destroying Earth. Meanwhile, the UN offered a $10 billion bounty as an assassination reward. However, killing this teacher wasn't easy. His movement speed reached Mach 20. He could circle the Earth in minutes. His body could transform into any shape. Only specially made weapons could hurt him. Egg-shaped guy shot off his own tentacle with a pistol, but the tentacle quickly grew back. Facing such a powerful opponent, no matter what methods the students tried, they couldn't harm him at all. So, the underachievers began studying various assassination techniques, and recording the teacher's habits and weaknesses. One day, Xiao Shuai slowly approached him under the pretense of turning in homework, then suddenly stabbed the teacher with a hidden long knife, but was immediately caught instead. Yet he quickly hugged the teacher. Turns out he had a bomb hidden inside his clothes. With a huge explosion, the teacher disappeared. But Xiao Shuai wasn't hurt. Just when everyone thought the assassination succeeded, the teacher's voice came again. He was angry, instantly turning from a yellow egg to a red egg. He told the students, no matter how they tried to assassinate him, he wouldn't hurt them. But this kind of suicidal attack wasn't praiseworthy. He also encouraged students to keep trying. Meanwhile, to kill the egg-shaped teacher, the government sent the latest combat robots. For Gatling guns fired wildly, but the egg-shaped teacher could still handle it easily. Instead, the students suffered. They not only had to pay attention in class, but also clean up the battlefield after class. With no other choice, everyone had to chain him up. But unexpectedly, under the egg-shaped teacher's careful guidance, the robot upgraded itself into a caring big sister, assisting the students' assassination attempts, and accompanying everyone with a sweet voice. Just then, the classroom ceiling suddenly exploded open. A white-haired boy descended from above. He claimed to be the teacher's brother, and came today to fight him to the death, to prove he was the strongest in the world. Everyone was shocked. After all, this tentacled white-haired boy was the first person to injure the teacher. The egg-shaped teacher flew into a rage, instantly transforming into a red egg. If nothing unexpected happened, the boy was about to have an accident. After several rounds, he was still rolled up by the teacher and thrown out the window. The white-haired boy ultimately couldn't defeat him. To defeat the teacher as soon as possible, and save Earth, the teacher specially arranged assassination training. He created shadow clones at Mach 20 speed, tutoring students one-on-one in math and science. A female student worried he couldn't handle multiple students. The teacher confidently pointed outside and said, "I still have a shadow clone resting." Not only that, there were professional martial arts teachers, teaching them various shooting and combat skills, and analyzing each person's special talents. There was also the beautiful teacher everyone talked about, teaching them English. The students were very active in class participation. It started raining heavily that day. Mr. Braised Egg's head actually swelled up. Observant Xiao Shuai discovered that the teacher is afraid of water. He secretly noted this weakness in his notebook. Just then, a female classmate offered him the poison she had carefully prepared, hoping the teacher would drink it. The teacher took it without hesitation, and drank it all in one gulp. But not only did he not die, he actually became cute instead, and the teacher's abilities became even stronger because of this. He was seen spinning and jumping, soaring into the sky, like a beam of light cutting through the sky. After disappearing for just a few seconds, the teacher dragged a long trail, and crashed straight into the ground. The scene immediately fell into chaos. He actually brought back a satellite from space. His move left everyone stunned. But the teacher stated, his abilities go far beyond this. To kill him, one must master both learning and assassination skills. To encourage everyone to study hard, He promised that as long as someone achieves first place in a single subject in the final exam, they can cut off one of his tentacles. The fewer tentacles, the weaker the teacher's abilities become, the higher the chance of successful assassination. And to improve the students' grades, Mr. Braised Egg used his special skills. This meme, to improve the students' grades. The teacher actually took students who like English, flying across the world, just to experience authentic English. Took students who like mathematics halfway around the world, just to calculate the tilt of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. He took students with different interests to different countries, traveling while learning, under the teacher's unique teaching methods. This class 3-1, once considered trash, actually achieved first place in 6 subjects in the final exam. However, according to the previous agreement, they had to destroy 6 of the teacher's tentacles. To fulfill the promise, the students tied up Mr. Braised Egg, then shot off the teacher's tentacles, then used the teacher's fear of water, surrounding him with a water prison. 2 students took the opportunity to shoot at the teacher. It seems Mr. Braised Egg is really done for this time. At the critical moment, a loud explosion sounded. Then he turned into a real braised egg, hiding in a glass ball that even a nuclear bomb can't break. It will take a day to return to normal. Just then, several students suddenly fainted. A group of people dressed like soldiers came before them, and brought a white-haired boy as backup. Turns out the students fainted, because they poisoned the school cafeteria. To get the antidote, they had to exchange Mr. Braised Egg. The students naturally refused. Red Hair and Xiao Shui took the teacher and ran. The white-haired boy immediately transformed into Spider-Man and chased them. They ran to a high-voltage power tower, using everything they learned to avoid the boy's attacks, and pretended to surrender to buy time. Suddenly, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and it started pouring rain instantly. And the white-haired boy and Mr. Braised Egg share the same weakness, which is fear of water. Turns out the two had already predicted it would rain today. This move was originally meant to deal with the teacher. Seems the geography lessons weren't wasted. The boy who lost his fighting ability had his tentacles cut off by Xiao Shui. Meanwhile, the bespectacled girl who likes chemistry didn't disappoint the teacher's teachings, actually managed to create the antidote herself, curing the poisoned classmates. Finally, they buried the soldiers in cement, teaching them a harsh lesson. However, government personnel still came to the school and took the teacher away. They have already developed a deadly weapon to kill the teacher. This will be the last time the teacher and students meet. Seeing the students' growth, Mr. Braised Egg felt extremely happy. He bid his final farewell to everyone.
ありがとう。3年。ゆっくり。
The teacher was ultimately buried by special biological particles. With the explosion on the screen, the government announced that teacher Luden has been completely eliminated. Everyone was celebrating happily, but the students couldn't help but shed tears. Because after a semester together, the students had already developed feelings for this teacher. It was this teacher who transformed them from despised academic failures into confident and proactive excellent students. Just as the students were feeling sad, a white handkerchief was slowly handed over. In the end, teacher Luden still stayed. Together with the students, began the assassination life of the second semester.